I want to talk about the mic that we did last week. That was the greatest I've ever done on stage ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I killed. I can only speak for myself. I felt fucking great. We went to this mic last week.
In West Hollywood.
In West Hollywood. And I don't know, there was something in the air. We just didn't give a fuck that day. Mm-hmm. We were so loose.
The crowd was great too.
Was great.
Everyone in the audience was. They had like the same vibe. They were on board with
it.
They
were on board.
They came ready to laugh.
You and I were driving there, and we were
blasting Freebird
by
Lynyrd Skynyrd at full volume.
We weren't in our head like, oh, I get it. Okay, this joke. This is the first joke. This is the second joke. Mm-hmm. We just didn't give a fuck, and we both walked on stage with that attitude. And I've never done that well on stage than I did last week. And I keep re-listening to the recording, and I was just so loose. And it helped that I had all new bits, so I was saying them for the first time, and also I didn't rehearse them. So I would like the bits. I was saying in real time, thinking of them on the stage.
Yeah.
And but it was also the first time where I was doing that, where it wasn't like oh my God, what am I gonna say next? It was just like it
came out naturally.
It was just like all right, okay, what am I gonna talk about this? How about this? And then this, and it just came so natural. And it was also the first time I really had fun on stage.
Yeah, I remember feeling that too, man. I went up there. It was like something was in the air. I can't explain it. And I had this joke that I tried like a long time ago that like never hit. It was about 9/11. It wasn't that.
And you brought it back.
It wasn't that tasteful. And I went up there and like I was like, hey, thanks. And like I glanced at my notes and like I was just like, fuck it. And I ripped and dude, and it crushed.
It did great.
It crushed. And so I started with that energy and like built it up and then just rode that all the way to the end of the set. And it was like I walked off stage and I felt like it went by like that, and I was like, "Oh my God, I killed! Oh my God,
dude!" You and I were on the drive home from this show. First off, on the drive home from this show, you and I were fucking hitting each other, yelling, going. That was amazing. We just had fun. We just crushed, and it was to the point where it was like before that set, I was like, "Do I even enjoy doing this?" This has been only shitty for fucking 2 years or a year and a half now.
Yeah.
And but that set, I was like, on stage during that set, I was doing my jokes while thinking, "Oh my God, I'm having fun."
Yeah, I had a blast just being on stage again.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I was like, I'm so fine in this joke, and I can't wait to do this, just to try this next one. I was so comfortable. I didn't second guess myself at all.
I will say though, like I'd give like 30, maybe even 40% of that to the audience.
Yeah,
because they were great too.
They were fantastic,
and it's like
they were down to play ball.
That first like pop is so important.
Yeah,
like you walk up there, you're like, hey, no one knows what to expect from you. They're like that. Most people like give you the benefit of the doubt, and if you're like, hey, what about like digging up dead people, and then they're like, and then you're fucked the whole set.
Yeah.
But like if you can get that first pop and people get on board with you, even if it's just like a 5-minute set, you can ride that. People will, like, they're automatically behind you. They'll give you the benefit of the doubt the whole way there, and then it's fun because it's like you're having a back and forth with the audience instead of like, please think I'm funny, don't judge me. Oh,
please
God.
like me.
Please like me. Oh my God.
And we both opened the show. You opened the show.
I forgot that. I went absolutely first.
And then
the host came off and was like,
I went second.
Yeah.
And so that also helped. We set the tone for the whole show.
Yeah.
And the whole show was great.
Yeah. Everybody else was great too.
There was 9 people after us, and they all did great because we were so loose, and we just showed them we didn't give a fuck, and we just talked about some new stuff, and it was great.
It was a lot of fun.
That was my favorite show I've ever done.
Yeah. I don't even think it's like the best I've done on stage, but it's the most fun that I've had being on stage.
Yep.
It kind of like every now and then you need that reminder, like, oh yeah, this is like you're doing bullshit for a career. You want to be a clown professionally.
This is supposed to be fun.
And you have to take it like that amount of seriously. Like, look, this is ridiculous.
Because, dude, I had so much fun on that set.
Yeah.
That it made me think back to all my other sets, and it's like, dude, I haven't had. This isn't fun. Like, I'm not. This is supposed to be fun, but it's also supposed to be like hard work. It's supposed to be a mix of both.
Yeah.
But
every now and then you'll get that diamond in the rough set.
Where it's just everything.
Yeah, and it'll bring you back around where you're like, all right, this
all makes total sense now.
And now that means that we're due for about 2 weeks. I'm
gonna bomb hard.
Bombing from 30,000 feet.
I'm gonna bomb next week so fucking hard. But I'm fine with that because we've built up that callus of I can bomb for a little bit. But that's what makes shows like that so special.
Yeah. But it doesn't make it any look, you can. I'm comfortable eating shit on stage now.
Yep.
It doesn't make it any less brutal. When you're sitting there and you're like, these are my thoughts as a person. And they're like, no.
We don't like your thoughts.
And you're like, man. You carry that the whole way home. You're like, fuck.
That means we do not like you.
Yeah, and you're like, shit, that's the opposite of what I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
But every now and then you get that good, just that sweet spot set where you're like, this is why.
Everything came together.
This is why.
And that was last week.
That was last weekend.
Dude, I'm still riding that high off of last week.
Fucking same.
That was so fun, man.